Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tapped forward by Allen on the jet sweep. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a 1st down. They run again with Harris, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder, because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more of the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. They run with Hines. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bills at 6-10 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now here's Trenton Gill now. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job. And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. After the sack on first down, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Harris is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put him in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
This is Harris on the draw. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Allen. He's got him in. Complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They run with Harris. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds Aguilar over the middle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards away. The right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He completes it to Henry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, and they go back to Harris. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now here's another carry for Harris. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. On the ground, it's Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So on fourth down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So a chance to give his guys a second-half lead there, but it goes by the wayside.
And, Brandon, that's the worst sound in the world for an NFL kicker. Gong!
That was good. Do that again.
Gong!
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 31 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Thornton. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Jones. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with third down looming. This is Hines. And some room to roam now. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run again with Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Hines. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That play going nowhere thanks to Devin McCourty.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
To throw, it's Allen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Jawan Bentley was the one who found his way through and finished off that play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to the ground, this time Cook.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To the air, Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw is Allen. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Jones. And he gets this to Thornton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, 71 yards. And the Patriots use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Patriots 14, Bills 10.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play there, getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Allen. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They run again with Harris. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice.